Multimedia. Multimedia is perhaps the most powerful marketing tool that you have at your disposal for engaging customers on your website. You know, there's the old adage that says a picture is worth 1,000 words. Well, multimedia actually goes beyond a mere picture. Multimedia allows people to picture themselves using your product that you're selling, or maybe a service, or if you're a school, they can picture themselves, what it's going to be like if they actually attend your school, etc. It's a very powerful tool, and to that end, we have built multimedia support into CommonSpot. So we natively, out of the box, we support both Brightcove and we support YouTube. So with just a little minor configuration, you're able to configure CommonSpot to work directly with either one of those services. In the case of YouTube, for example, they have an API, an application programming interface, and what you have to do is you go into your YouTube dashboard and you go through some dialogues in there and generate it's basically a set of keys, and then you go into CommonSpot and plug those in, and at that point then CommonSpot's able to talk directly with YouTube, and it can pull in the videos directly from YouTube and treat them like any other kind of content in CommonSpot and show, and then display those videos on your web page. So very very robust way to be able to use video on your website, manage it, treat it just like any other content that you might have on your website. So for example, we're taking a look here at a dialog that shows multimedia files. So you can see in here they have that there's a date associated with the file, there's a title associated with it, etc. And what's nice about this integration is that it's completely seamless. So if you have a YouTube video on your website, for example, maybe you've got it embedded in a page, or you've got it in a light box, or what have you, when the person watches that video, they don't actually leave your website. So you're not sending that visitor away to YouTube, for example, to see the video. They can see the video right on your website. And just like other types of content in CommonSpot, we've got full management of all of your multimedia assets as well. So you can use things like a page index element, for example, to render a list of links to different videos and things that you have. You can put together a video gallery to highlight videos. You can categorize videos as well, so that you can group them into categories that might make sense depending on a particular topic or whatnot as well. They're also fully controlled with full security on them, so you can control who's able to do certain things with the videos, who's able to view the videos, etc. Very, very, very robust way to manage it. Like other kinds of content, you can also create metadata forms, which will allow you to collect additional information when the videos are brought into CommonSpot. So, for example, if you had a need to maybe have the author of a particular video associated with every video that you display, for example, you could create a metadata form and add an author field to that, and then bind that metadata form to the multimedia type and be able to require that information get collected whenever a new video is added. The videos are also able to be completely reused, so once they're in CommonSpot, you can reuse them wherever you like throughout the site. Now, in the case of something like YouTube, we don't actually pull the actual video file itself into CommonSpot. Instead, what we do is we bring the information about the video into CommonSpot. So it's still actually streamed through your YouTube service. The bandwidth comes off of YouTube, not off your website. But to outward appearances, it looks like the video is completely embedded on your website and presents it in a manner that I think is very professional and engaging as well. And you can use other things like taxonomy, for example, to be able to attach terms to various videos, so that you can have a very very deep level of categorization and organization with your videos, so that people can navigate to the videos and find them in whatever manner makes sense to them. Now, so far we've talked about the fact that you can work with things like YouTube and Brightcove directly through CommonSpot, but you also have the option of locally hosting those videos. So if you prefer, you can have videos uploaded directly onto your website server and then served through the multimedia player in CommonSpot. Now, in that case, the bandwidth is actually coming off your server and the videos stream fine, but you won't have some of the other additional features like digital rights protection and things like that that you might get with some of the other services as well. But both options are good. We've had a lot of customers use the multimedia either way, and so you can choose whichever option is the best fit for your particular requirements. Now, you can also create playlists within CommonSpot as well. And you're not locked into using the video player that comes with CommonSpot. So we've got a video player that's built right into CommonSpot. However, if you want to use something like, let's say like long tail videos player, you can use something like that as well. So you can actually go into CommonSpot and configure an entirely new player of your choice and use that for playing your videos as well. You also have the ability to leverage the video capabilities of HTML5 to play your videos. Okay, so I mentioned that we integrate with YouTube and Brightcove. I mentioned that they have an API available. This is an example of how you find that. So if you go into the site administrator and go in under multimedia services, and choose external, you'll see in here that Brightcove and YouTube are both listed natively in CommonSpot. So this is how you get into those dialogues, and in the next video segment we're actually going to dive into this a little bit deeper, where we actually see how you can import a video from YouTube into CommonSpot and then how you can use that video. Okay, I did mention that the video assets are stored on the video platform server, so in that case it would be Brightcove or YouTube. However, like I mentioned earlier, you do have the option of hosting those videos locally on your web server as well. When you import a video from YouTube or Brightcove into CommonSpot, what you're really bringing in is information about the video, like the length of the video, the title of the video, perhaps some thumbnails of, maybe a frame from the video, etc. So it's really more almost like metadata about the video that's being brought into CommonSpot. And then once it's in CommonSpot, we can manage that like we do any other form of content within CommonSpot. So, and then to play the video, we actually have a multimedia element. So you've seen how you can drop elements on a page and then configure that element to render content. Well, you can do the same sort of thing with the multimedia element to render videos. This slide here is an example of part of the dialogue that's involved with that. Again, in the next video segment, we're actually going to use a multimedia element and see how that works in CommonSpot.